teaching rocks! Shame my body can't keep up with my brain.
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready! Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's dead? Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's dead? Awesome! Now watch this! Looks like I passed the test. That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything. Wonder what I'll run into today. If you keep upping the train... What do you recommend?
Sounds interesting.
I learned so much today. Well done, me. Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword. All swords and no play makes March a dull girl, you know. I learned so much today. Well done, me. Geez, I'm exhausted. I think today should be... How should I go about this?
Sounds interesting.
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be...
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead!
Commencing classification.
Awesome! Now what's this?
Reason it.
Not very sportsmanlike. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead!
Those...
Wonder what I'll run into today. Let's do this! How should I go about this?
Nah.
That's enough training for today. All swords and no play makes Mark. I learned so much today. Well done, me. Jeez, I'm exhausted. What do you recommend?
Nah.
That's enough training for today.
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you.
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Come on, March 7th. You got this. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead! Yeah! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead!
Punish evil!
Awesome! Now what's this?
I'm just warming up.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead! Oh, I get it! Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. Let's do this! That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything. Wonder what I'll run into today. How should I go about this? Huh? I learned so much today. Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out. the training, I'm gonna start... That's enough training for today. I need... Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. If you keep upping the training, I'm gonna start skipping class. I'll fight 10. What do you recommend?
No.
Before we start the test, there's...
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Oh, come on, March 7th. You got this. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead! Oh, I get it!
Punish evil!
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead!
Exhilarating.
Awesome! Ding!
Sword, heed me! You're all in on it!
Not very sportsmanlike. Oh, I get it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead!
I'm just warming up. Come get me. Punish evil.
Not very sportsmanlike. Awesome! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, wasp, dead!
How's this? I failed. Not bad.
Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Scott. Let's do it! I remember Yanqing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. Do you feel any closer to becoming the... Ah, yes, absolutely! I'm going up against Scott soon.
Nervous about what? Dealing with a few IPC minions is just a walk in the park.
But Scott will definitely use the IPC's mechs. There's no way I can take them down with just a couple of swords, right? Right? Even if Master Yanqing says there's a mechanism in this sword that helps with cutting, can it really slice through a mech?
Why focus on piercing the armor? For hackers, the ideal way to win is to infiltrate the opponent's system. Here, give me your sword. All right, you've been enhanced. Go for it. No, when it comes to programming, less is more. Overdoing it increases the chance of creating errors.
So, I can defeat him just like that?
Yeah, there's a Xianzhou proverb for such an occasion. Know yourself and know your enemy, and you'll never have to sleep in the doghouse.
You made up the second half, didn't you?
What do you know? Just let sleeping dogs lie. Anyway, now's not the time for discussing Xianzhou's sayings. You've got bigger fish to fry. Go and show Scott.
March 7th, you're late. Here I was thinking you were too chicken to show your face.
Too chicken? I was...
Making excuses for being late like it's no big deal.
I wonder what Silverwolf did to my sword. Can I really...
Don't worry, dear Miss March. Rest assured, we will win.
Whoa! My sword is talking.
Greetings, Miss March 7. I am the Tactical AI Chrome, parentheses, Learning Edition, close parentheses. My purpose is to aid you in overcoming adversaries. No, Silverwolf is not amazing at all. When Silverwolf installed me into your sword, her terrible wielding skills actually reduced the sword's impact resistance by 12%. But please, don't worry. I'll help you secure the victory, because I actually am amazing.
How exactly are you going to defeat him?
Silverwolf has told me, know yourself and know your enemy, and you'll never have to sleep in the doghouse. The moment your sword touches the enemy mechs, I will upload a small virus onto their operating systems. So go ahead, strike your opponents with your sword.
Did I just hear her sword talking? Are my ears playing tricks on me?
Hey, take this!
Operating system. Breathe.
What's happening? My mech! What did you do to my mech?
I don't...
Higher authority command recognized. Entering combat mode.
Now it is time to fight, dear Miss.
Oh no! Boys, they've taken control of our mechs! Get ready for battle! Miss March, I'm begging you! These mechs are cheap! Please don't break them!
Sure thing. Provided you do not fight back, the mechs will remain undamaged.
Oh, this cyber swordplay is amazing!
Specialist Scott, they're controlling our mechs. There's no way we can defeat them.
Ha! If we fought fair and square, you might call this a sparring session. But March 7th, your actions today have blatantly crossed the last. You injected a virus into the IPC mechs and took control. That's an infringement of the IPC's intellectual property and assets.
I'd be more concerned about yourself, Scott. Why were you storing your private data on an IPC computer?
Private data? I have no...
No idea, huh? I noticed you paid a hefty sum for the end-of-life data deletion service, so I'm guessing there must be...
You! Stop! Stop right there! That's private! Who told you you can invade my privacy?
What were the terms again, March?
Scott, you need to immediately apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. You'll need to shout, IPC mechs are a total joke, and print that on every mech on your transport ship. Oh yeah, almost forgot. You have to squeal like a pig.
That's pretty much the same as barking like a dog, right? He's already barked like a dog. Players are bored of it. Let's come up with something new. How about singing the Soul Glad jingle, but with a pig squeal? Oops, I meant all of us. Sometimes I get carried away playing games. Just a slip of the tongue.
Fine, you've got me. I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault for causing trouble and making a scene on purpose. And then, just wait a second. How did that stupid song go? Oh, right. IPC mechs are a total joke! Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink.
He actually sang it twice. Talk about being committed to providing a service.
Specialist Scott, I found something! This woman! She's a Stellaron hunter!
What? No wonder she was able to effortlessly hack into our systems!
Oops, you caught me. Since my cover's blown, it looks like I'll have to resort to social obliteration to keep you quiet. The overbearing mech falls in love with me? Romance of the inorganic empire? Wow, your taste in entertainment is really unique.
I'm sorry, I'll be on my way.
But boss, why don't we take this chance to catch her and...
Why? Because if you don't leave now, you'll be socially obliterated too!
Hold on a sec. Before you leave, let me give...
What?
You should have faith in cloud technology.
You just don't get it! Humanity will never feel secure by putting all their faith in an ever-changing network!
This victory has nothing to do with swordplay and everything.
I've learned another Sanjo saying, though my hands are empty.
I kinda want a milk tea. Let's go get one after training. Start with the good stuff. Compliments make me better, so remember to say lots of nice things.
Not bad.
Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how... Let's do it!
I remember Yanqing. Do you feel any close?
Ah, yes, absolutely! I kinda want a milk tea. Let's go get one after training!
Not bad.
Now, I'd love to hear your Let's do it!
I remember Yanqing. What? Do you feel any closer to become?
Ah, yes, absolutely! I'm going up against Scott soon.
Yeah, with you, me, and him here, the answer is pretty obvious. Yeah, you just have pre-fight jitters, March. Let's play a couple of rounds.
Wait a minute. I've been playing with you a lot lately, right? I've actually picked up a few insights. For example, I've been thinking lately that just defeating Scott with my swords might not be enough. Well, here's the thing. Even if Scott apologizes, do you think he'd actually feel sorry for what he...
Nah, it's more he's just honoring a bet. Whether it's apologizing or squealing like a pig, I doubt...
True heroes in Immersia don't merely settle for satisfying.
You're right. Even though I'm not a fan, I'll have...
Why don't you fill her in on what happened at our...
If being a workaholic were a disease, Scott would be in the ICU. Scott really needs to apologize to regular... Come on, March. Let's go.
Huh?
Well, well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th. And who do we have here?
Before you start the fight, I have a few words.
Huh? Who do you think you are? Is it like a Xianzhou thing to just show up?
It's okay if you don't know who I am. Introduce me to him. Don't freak him out. I work as the head of the Divination Commission most of the time.
Heh, what's so special about being a diviner from the Divination Commission? I'm a specialist at the Interastral Peace Corporation. Tell me, what makes you think you're so great? Do you have more minions than me? Or do you earn more credits?
You may not be young, but your mindset is still that of a fresh-faced newbie who spends all their time on work while proudly proclaiming to love their job.
You!
In my opinion, you enjoy playing the role of a joker, spouting off outrageous opinions just to seem objective and indifferent whenever you feel like it.
Enough! Shut up! What do you know about me?
Wow. You really got under Scott's skin with just a few words.
Well, you almost got me. I'm here to have a duel, not to debate with you.
Yeah, Scott couldn't come up with a comeback. That's the spirit. Strike while the iron is hot.
Let me ask you something. Do you consider the IPC to be your favorite?
Of course I do! I have so many amazing colleagues there. Have you seen our structure? The talent motivation department makes everything feel...
I heard someone went through 17 rounds of interviews just to become a basic P-13 employee. What about your own efforts?
17 rounds? That's insane! If I...
Think about it. Is the entrance to...
I heard even the lowest ranking Pierpoint folks feel proud of the IPC's success and wealth. But when you really think about it, how much does the IPC's success and wealth have to do?
Of course it has something to do with me!
Then tell me, which of the IPC's achievements can you personally take credit for?
I was involved in the Alrum Alley investment project. And right now, I'm in charge of these transport ships. They may not seem like big things, but,
You talk about how proud the IPC makes you feel, but have you ever thought that once you leave, you'll be
I'd be Scott, former employee of the Interastral Peace Corps.
Listen to yourself. That's how you want to be known? Is your name just an appendix to the IPC?
Do you find it hard to fall asleep without scrolling through your phone? Do you hit the snooze button every morning? Do you feel useless at work hearing your bosses complaining about your...
Enough! Stop it!
When you actually think about your life outside of work, only one word pops...
Overtime!
Please, just stop it! Please!
You know, based on my work philosophy, I don't want to say you're not important. In fact, I'd say you are important. As an employee, you should take pride in living a good life for yourself. Not just...
But I don't have a life of my own.
What has the cursed IPC done? They've turned a living, breathing human into a heartless machine. Scott, take my advice and leave the IPC.
But I don't have a choice.
Yes, Scott. You do have...
You consider yourself superior to others. You have no time for your own life. You lack empathy. You're always worried about being looked down upon, and your self-esteem stems from the status the IPC gives you. Do you really want to live like this forever?
That's so mean! Just an ordinary person struggling, trying to survive. Don't you feel a twinge of guilt saying nasty stuff?
Of course I do. Because I'm just an ordinary person too. Now, Scott, welcome back to the world of ordinary people. Mungming, the owner of the Sleepless Earl, went to great efforts to set up her shop, all so that workers like us can catch a break and find some joy in our lives. What makes you so different from her? How would you feel if you worked so hard to create something, only to have your boss wreck it and overwhelm you with unreasonable demands?
We were intending to defeat you in a duel and make you apologize to her. But now we see that won't work.
I see. I'll make a genuine, heartfelt apology to her. Enough. I understand. We don't need to carry on with this sword fight. I'm going to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl, and to everyone fully living their lives. Thank you, guys. I almost went too far, which would have been a mistake. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be happy. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to apologize to the owner. Thanks. You've given me a lot to think about. As for this lousy job at the IPC, we'll catch you later.
I'm so tired. Haven't felt this exhausted in ages.
Of course. Thank you. Oh, wow, your handwriting is so beautiful. Can you teach Mr. Tail sometime?
Hey, this little one is getting cheeky. Now you're being sarcastic with me, huh?
What are you writing, March?
I'm writing a letter to the Astral Express. It's been a while, and I thought I should let them know that I'm safe and sound here. You know that poem from the Cienjo, right? We like March. Her shoes are purple. She is new and high.
March, I don't think that poem is about you.
Huh? Writing a letter just to let the crew know you're doing all right? Do you guys not have phones?
That lacks a sense of propriety. I'm not just writing a letter. I'm writing a handwritten letter. I've got to show them I'm really on the Cienjo.
You should also tell them about our glorious victory.
I didn't skip work to watch you write a letter. Come on, let's play Celestial Jade together. Hurry up! Hurry up!
Just give me a sec. I'll play with you once I'm done. Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Cienjo Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going?
Ever since March started learning swordplay from Yenqing and Yunli, I wonder how well she's progressing.
There you are. I was looking around before you got here. I already already looked everywhere, but March 7th is no... Nope. Let's just assume she successfully... Actually, she's been quite diligent in her swordplay practice and hasn't taken many breaks lately. I think she deserves it. Besides, I used to skip classes even more than her back when I was still learning. If I was in the mood, I could train for 3 days straight. But if I wasn't in the mood, none of my seniors could find me. So, I can understand where she's coming from. Don't make excuses for her. Since you're here, let me treat you to some tasty food. I'm more interested in you today. Let's walk and talk.
I'm trying to come up with a new stage routine these days. Do you have any ideas?
Lingsha told me there's tasty food in Arum Alley. Let's go there.
Dumplings and steamed bun. And you'll be full.
Looks like we're working together on this one. I suppose an extra pair of eyes won't hurt.
A table for two, please.
All right, come on in.
Well, we'll have one of everything on the menu. Do you think it'll be enough? Oh, don't worry. There are two of us.
Well, then I'll start making a few dishes, and if you need more, just let me know.
Thank you. No, I've thought about it. She deserves a day off. Yeah, I mean, not too much, actually. Grandpa said to never be stingy when it comes to making friends. So, how big is your appetite? Ah, then eat to your heart's content. Well, to be more precise, I'm interested in your sword. Yanqing mentioned you before. He said that you're not to be underestimated, and that your weapon has a unique shape. So I've always been curious about your sword. How the weight is distributed, what material it's made of, whether it contains any special ingenia, and what kind of sword techniques you use. Seriously? Yeah, now more than ever. So, it really is a baseball bat. Grandpa said that a sword doesn't have to be constrained by its shape, so, in a sense, your bat is a sword too. He also said that a weapon mimics its master, so your bat actually reflects your habits and nature, you know? Let me guess. You're someone who doesn't follow the rules, enjoys improvising, and can handle yourself well against tough foes. Am I right? Amazing, right? And I bet you always say something silly like, rules are made to be broken. I've come across so many sword wielders who acted all righteous and moral, but were really just liars. Their swords always told the truth, though. They told me that their wielders were just a bunch of frauds who relied on their divine weapons for everything. I've hunted down hundreds of swords like this so far, and every single one of them has been melted down. Swords are more honest than words. It's much easier to judge a sword than to judge someone's words. So I rarely make mistakes. But just looking at a sword is not enough. Grandpa always says, words and expressions can be deceiving, but in a fight to the death, a sword's movements never lie. The war dance is just around the corner. You'll be participating, right?
Miss Yoon Lee, for talented sword masters like you, the war dance is a perfect opportunity to show off your skills and make a name for yourself. But for people like him, who have already made significant contributions to the Xianzhou, they maybe don't need to prove themselves on the war dance stage. It has been a while, Mr. Nameless.
And you are?
Thank you for your introduction, Mr. Nameless. I'm Shi Kuei, and I work in the Palace of Astrum as the secretary for the Helmmaster. I apologize for interrupting your conversation. I happened to hear you discussing the war dance, and since this person is an old acquaintance, I thought I'd come and say hello. Yes, with the war dance approaching, many guests from afar are pouring in. Mr. Pavo here is one of them. He's from the distant planet Kalevala. Mr. Pavo's planet recently joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. He brought his delegation here this time not only for business, but also to return something that belongs to the Xianzhou.
Miss Shikui, the word gift is perhaps more fitting than return. While it did once belong to the Xianzhou, we faced many tribulations to be able to deliver it here, so it should be considered a gift.
I apologize for my poor choice of words. Mr. Pavo's delegation brought a legendary Xianzhou sword that had been lost for centuries. General Huayan plans to personally thank them at the Palace of Astrum and present the sword as a prize to the champion of the war dance. Mr. Pavo and I were actually on our way there. Since you two were talking so enthusiastically about the war dance, maybe you'd be interested in joining us at the Palace of Astrum?
Nice to meet you both. The journey to the Xianzhou Laofu wasn't an easy one, but the scenery here is worth it. It's completely different from my homeland. Once the formalities at the Palace of Astrum are finished, I'll find a quiet spot on this street and plant a seedling, and then my mission will be complete. The Sword of Heroes will finally be returned to its rightful owners. I couldn't be happier. Oh, you're interested in my home planet? That's great. Your Excellency is welcome to visit us at any time. Even though the trade route just opened, Still might take around 200 system hours to get there from Pier Point, but our planet is really great. Sure, it's a bit cold and the food is a bit repetitive and our houses aren't as fancy as those on Pier Point, but that doesn't matter. We've discovered massive supernium deposits, and we're on the path to prosperity. Oh, you mean the Mieka Kivesa? It's an incredible sword. That weapon helped the legendary heroes of my homeland slay demons, and is highly revered. It also has the power to choose monarchs. All the ancient kings of Kalevala received a sign from the sword, showing they were worthy to rule the land. According to tradition, each monarch would plunge the sword into a stone, and only a hero recognized by the sword could pull it out and ascend to the throne next. Well, those are just legends from the past. No one today has witnessed it firsthand. Well, times have changed, and now that we have a council in place, the idea of a sword crowning a king has become a joke. Besides, it wasn't a native of Kalevala who last pulled out the sword and recognized its connection to the Xianzhou ship. It was a visitor from afar. While the sword holds great historical significance for Kalevala, it doesn't truly belong to our world. The old-timers on council had a heated debate about whether to return the sword. They eventually unanimously agreed to let the Mieka Kivesa return to where it truly belongs. That's the best possible outcome. Wonderful. It's an honor to have so many people witness the sword's homecoming.
Let's head to the Palace of Astrum together. I know, right? Thanks to March 7th skipping class, we get to join in on the fun. Grandpa always asks me to go look at swords with him, but he hasn't said anything about this one. It's really weird. But now that we're invited, let's go and check it out.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
There you are. Come on, let's go to the ceremony.
Please allow me to offer a sincere compliment, my fair lady. Your beauty is as pure as a snow-white iris. Well, if it isn't my dear friend! Glad to meet you again.
Who is this weirdo? Who is this knight?
I am Argenti, a member of the Knights of Beauty. I was invited as a part of the Kalevala delegation to escort the legendary Mieka Kivesa back to the Xianzhou. May I have the honor of knowing your name?
My name is Yun Li.
What a beautiful name. I wonder if you have ever heard the holy name of the pure and flawless goddess Adrilla.
Oh, you're here, Yun-Li. Didn't expect you to be so well informed. Well, now that you're here, don't forget your manners.
Manners. Come on. You won't find another granddaughter as polite and well-behaved as me.
Well, just remember this is a very serious ceremony. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Mr. Pavo. Now, let the sword gifting ceremony begin.
Before the ceremony officially commences, I want to express my gratitude to the Knight Argenti. Thank you for enlightening us about the sword's origin and for escorting it here safely so that we may complete this ceremony. On behalf of the Kalevalan delegation, I, Pavel Kalistaya, am here to return the legendary Mieka Kifesa to the Xianzhou Alliance, its rightful homeland.
I'm truly grateful for Kalevala's noble act of returning the sword and for the Knight of Beauty's chivalry. Now, as we gather here on the Xianzhou Luofu, I officially welcome the sword back to its homeland. Mieka Kifesa. It's a fitting name for a sword with such a legendary past. I still remember the name engraved on this sword the day it was forged. Guyin. It was forged by Han Guang, a craftsman from the Zhu Ming's Pyro Jaya Forge.
Wait, Hangguang?
Although its blade is worn and cracked, its essence remains as resilient as the Xianzhou Cloud Knights. All it needs is some repairs and polishing by the skilled craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission to regain its former glory. I've decided to entrust this sword, Guyin, to the Luofu Artisanship Commission for restoration. Furthermore, it will serve as the prize for the champion of the Luofu War Dance. This sword will be wielded against abominations to protect our homeland and live up to the mission of the Kalevalan delegation that returned it from so far away.
Thank you, General. It is an honor for Kalevala.
Now, esteemed Knight and delegation members, please head to the Artisanship Commission, where...
No! This sword was forged by Hangguang.
Yun-Li! These esteemed guests have brought back your father's last work. Where are your manners?
Oh, I didn't realize this sword was actually forged by your father. Returning it to its rightful owner is,
Grandpa, give me that cursed sword right now. I'll melt away the remnants of that man's curse once and for all.
Don't be rude, Yun-Li. Apologize to our esteemed guests from afar.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making a scene, but I have to melt down this cursed sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands.
Yun-Li, please, go. This is exactly why I didn't want Yun-Li to know about this. I didn't want to create trouble, but trouble found its way here anyway. Perhaps it really is divine intervention. Could you, please, keep an eye on Yun-Li for me? That is a tall order, but I'm counting on you. I apologize for the unfortunate interruption. Let us move on with the ceremony.
Unless I'm mistaken, Yunli should be around here somewhere.
Stop watching me and say something. Did Grandpa send you to look for me? I bet he did. Really? Thank you. Just so you know, I'm here just waiting for the perfect moment to snatch that sword. And once I have it, I'll melt it down before anyone can react. Don't even think about stopping me. No one can stop me. Grandpa sent you here. Surely he doesn't want you to help me. Have you heard of cursed swords? That sword is one. I guess that's what it means, literally. A cursed sword lets anyone, even a complete novice, wield it with insane skill. Just by holding the hilt, even the weakest rookie can brandish it with incredible speed and strength. I'm not joking around. And I'm not making up some crazy story. While a cursed sword grants instant abilities to its wielder, it comes at a cost. It's like continuously adding fuel to the forge. With each swing, the sword drains the wielder's blood and essence. Day by day, the fuel will run out, leaving nothing but an empty husk. Soon enough, it will no longer be a person wielding a sword, but a mindless, killing machine, consumed by bloodlust and murderous thoughts. Oh, so you're familiar with Heliobi. That makes this much easier to explain. There was a lunatic swordsmith who infused metal blades with Heliobi, as he was obsessed with turning weapons into living things. And this is how cursed swords were made. I know, I shouldn't have caused a scene at the sword gifting ceremony. But I've thought this through. If I don't make a fuss now, that cursed sword will cause a whole lot more trouble. So it's better if it's me causing the trouble. By the way, aren't they supposed to be taking the sword to the Artisanship Commission for repairs? Why haven't they come out yet? Any ideas? Looks like they're not going to show up here. I'll just head straight to the Artisanship Commission. It doesn't matter why Grandpa chose that sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands. I'll track down every single sword he forged and melt them down one after another. Just like I've been doing all these years. I have to go now.
Is she planning to sneak into the Artisanship Commission and steal that sword? Maybe I should keep an eye on her. The Artisanship Commission is so big. Where could she be?
Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end.
Just a while ago, a girl came up to me, all fierce and demanding directions. She said she's a member of the Artisanship Commission. Do you know her?
No idea who she is. If she really works here, how can she not know her way around?
Yeah, she wasn't big at all. But that weapon of hers was pretty intimidating.
She was in a hurry, heading straight for the Artisanship Commission, and I didn't want to ask too many questions.
She said something like, "I'm a member of the Artisanship Commission. Where do you keep your precious stuff?" I got scared and pointed her toward Master Gongshu's warehouse, where he stores his arumatons.
Wait, why did you give her directions? What if she's planning to...
Where else? Like I said, she was headed straight for...
Yeah, that place is filled with Master Gongshu's precious arumatons.
Spring forth, the gleam of old flames.
What are you doing here? Look, if I get into trouble, it's my problem. I don't want to drag you into it. Fine. Let's smash these metal cans.
High stakes, high rewards.
Time for a fun. Liquidation!
Oh!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Steady.
It's on me.
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion.
Watch your head.
That was the last of them. Thank you for helping me out. This place is heavily guarded, but there's nothing but arumatons. Where is the arsenal? Seems like not even those craftsmen know where the arsenal is. At this rate, we won't find anything. And Grandpa might take me away before I can do anything. You're not really here to help me. You're here to... But if you want to stop me, you'll have to prove... You probably think I'm being impulsive and unreasonable, right? No, really. Do I come across that way? Well, I guess I can't deny it. Seems like you've met a lot of people who don't tell you the whole story. Look, I owe you an explanation, but this isn't the best place to talk. We need to find somewhere else. Let me be clear, though. I'm still pretty riled up. This is just a temporary break. I already told you about Guyan, the sword that was returned during the ceremony. It's a cursed sword, with a heliobus inside. And Hongguang, the swordsmith who forged it, is my father. I rarely mention his name to anyone other than Grandpa. Maybe, like you said, I've been avoiding having to talk about him. But as long as my mission to hunt down cursed swords continues, it's impossible to avoid the topic forever. For some reason, I feel like I can open up to you. Honestly, I don't remember much about him. All I know is that the Pyrogyre Forge used to be a bustling place, with people from all over coming to get one of his swords. They called him the greatest master craftsman since Yingxing. I didn't catch all the details, but I do remember seeing him forge those amazing swords, while the visitors watched with smiles on their faces. I used to believe that craftsmen brought happiness to others. The swords crafted by the Pyrogyre Forge are famed across the stars. They possess exceptional sharpness and invincibility. With these legendary weapons, even ordinary people can become skilled warriors. But then, he became obsessed with becoming a famed swordsmith, and started crossing all sorts of lines. He forged cursed swords that should never exist. And all those people who desired those twisted swords started flooding into the palace. However, just like Grandpa said, those who excel with the sword will eventually suffer. The palace was overrun with visitors from afar. Some left empty-handed. Others got swords that didn't fulfill their desires. And some even resorted to stealing. And in the midst of all the chaos my father created, he ended up being stabbed by one of the swords he forged. It was so sudden and unexpected. I was frozen in place, unable to move. It was only when my mother pushed me away from the deadly swing of the cursed sword that I managed to escape. I don't remember much after that, except for the pounding of my heart and the sound of my own gasps of breath. I could hear the smiths in the Pyrogyre Forge shouting, "Run away, Yunli!" And the screams of agony. My tears wouldn't stop. And I couldn't see anything. I kept gasping for air until I collapsed in a pool of blood. If General Huayan hadn't arrived in time, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you now. After that, General Huayan took me in and treated me like his own granddaughter. To me, he is 100 times better than my sinful father. He taught me forging and swordsmanship. Han Guang paid for his sins, but his troubled legacy must not go unchecked. According to the records, he forged a total of 1,382 Heliobus cursed swords, and 182 of them had unique designs. When I joined the Pyrogyre Forge for training, I made a vow to hunt down all those cursed swords. So far, I found 312 of them, and Guyan will be my 313th. Like all the other cursed swords, I'll separate it from the Heliobus. Then, I'll melt it down and make it part of the Blade of Forged Remnants. I've said my piece now. Even though it'll be tough for Grandpa. So, you're saying, even though Grandpa knew it was a cursed sword, he still chose it to be a prize because he thought it wouldn't cause any trouble? No. No matter how I think about it, something is definitely off. Grandpa didn't tell me anything about the ceremony. He must be hiding something. Besides, after our argument today, you want me to go back and talk to him now? No way. Somehow, after talking to you, I feel like I've cooled off a bit. Well, I'll have an honest conversation with Grandpa tomorrow. And I won't take any action against Guyan until he gives me his reason. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that in a public place. Anyway, thank you.
I should go back to the Palace of Astrum and tell General Huayan what happened at the Artisanship Commission.
Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off!
Living? That's all a big hustle and bustle. But life's all about savoring the moment.
Apologies. I've been... sorry. What should we see next? All right. I'm honored, truly.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
I taste malice in the air.
Show your courage.
Flee!
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Your end approaches. Failed to send you.
Lend me your strength.
Savor it for me.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Failed to send you.
Feeling lucky.
Stream forth. Gleam both blades.
Do we?
Spend freely.
Time for a fun.
Still waters of oblivion.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another?
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Time for a fun.
This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Feeling lucky.
Stream forth. Gleam of old blades.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time for a fun.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Ready for another?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. I taste malice in the air.
Show your courage.
The moon shines on the tree. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Your end approaches.
Lend me your strength.
Savor it for me. Fail to send you.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Storms on the horizon.
Feeling lucky.
Stream forth. Gleam of old blades.
It's on me.
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Spend freely.
How familiar. Again.
Watch your head.
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data search. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I hit the
More enemies. Time for a fun.
The moon shines on the tree.
Look
Show
over
your
here.
courage.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Your end approaches. Fail to send you.
Lend me your strength.
Savor it for me.
Let the game begin.
Too little.
Down from
Fail to send you.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
everything I've got.
Get them! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
You got it. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Fail to send you. Savor it for me.
You got it.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
The fight is set. Get them! Fail to send you.
Prepare for storm. Scoundrels on.
Lend me your strength.
It's all or nothing!
Savor it for me.
Going all in. Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Everything is ready. It's time to step on stage.
High threat target ahead.
Resonate all together. Lend me your strength.
Eliminating threat. Are you alright?
I'm okay. I mustn't fall. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. All in.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
It's on me. Watch your head.
Star's Echo. Lend me your strength.
Hide. Are you alright?
I'm okay. Help me, Mr. Sora.
As you command.
All in. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Lend me your strength.
Annihilate.
Harmony and unison. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Their redemption. Prayers won't help you.
Lend me your strength.
For your sin.
Troublesome.
Hide.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
As you command.
Watch your head.
Execute the death.
Stay back, Clara.
Doors echo.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Lend me your strength.
Eliminating threat.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
No dirty tricks, alright? Watch your head.
Stay back, Clara.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
No dirty tricks, alright?
Their redemption.
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Judgment is here.
For the theater of the mediocre.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Liquidation! Damage. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Get them! Test.
Free!
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Protect me!
Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all!
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Answer me. 0 points.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready for another?
Get them! Test.
Better cut our losses. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Go Nappy!
Answer me. Free!
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Unscathed. Unscathed. Damage. Copy.
Mediocre. Get them!
Unscathed. for a good old counterattack.
Test. 0 points. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Steady. Suppress. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Unscathed. Caution the web.
I found a home to protect.
Haven of memories. Every moment is like a thorned rose. Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment.
The gleam of old blades.
Rules are made to be broken. A will forged in ice never falters.
Mind and mastery of immortality.
Rules are made to be broken. A will forged in ice never falters. Rules are made to be broken.
To be reborn.
Rules are made to be broken.
Feeling spiffy?
Is that all? A will forged in ice never falters. Rules are made to be broken.
Can you find the answer? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ready for another? Feeling spiffy?
A will forged in ice never falters.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Is that all? Rules are made to be broken.
Can you find the answer?
The flesh wound.
Ready for another? Feeling spiffy?
Rules are made to be broken. The flesh wound. Let's rise to the challenge. A will forged in ice never falters. Rules are made to be broken. Rules are made to be broken.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Rules are made
to be broken.
Confess!
Ready for another? Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Rules are made to be broken. Rules are made to be broken.
For chivalry.